Welcome back, campers, to another day in our Super Mathematician Week. So today we're going to continue learning about understanding place value, but we're going to practice using place value and finding true or false statements based on our rounding strategies that you were taught last session. So first, let's recap. Yesterday, on our last session, you learned two strategies to rounding using place value. The first strategy was the wrap. Find the place value, circle that digit, move to the right, underline, get it. That was the first strategy. The second strategy we used was our rounding triangle, and that's where we got our get it value from. So the rounding triangle, on the left side, any numbers 0 through 4, we stay the same. Any numbers 5 through 9, you add 1, okay? So using those two strategies today, we're gonna look at a table of numbers, and what we're going to find out is what was that number rounded to in order to find that new value, okay? So, I'm gonna make a chart, and if you have a journal or a piece of paper, you can make this chart with me. We're gonna have our original number, and then we're gonna have our new number. And then over here, we're going to write the place value that it was rounded to. Okay. So our first digit, and we're going to practice it, use our space below to practice. Our first number, our original number is 3,545. 3,545. That is our original number. When this number is rounded to what place value, that's what we're going to figure out. It's going to become 3,500. So what we're learning today is what place value was our original number rounded to in order to get our new number. So we're going to practice. Okay, it's going to be a process of elimination here. So let's start. Always start with your original number, 3,545. That was our original number. So let's first pick any place value. Let's start with the tens place. Okay, so the tens place, remember our wrap. Find the place value, circle that digit. The digit in the tens place is 4. And actually, before we do that, let's label these. This was 1,000, this is 100, this is tens, and this is ones. Okay, remember we labeled yesterday. So the place value, we want to round to the nearest tens. Let's start there. So we round this number to the nearest tens. 4 is in my tens place. The digit to the right, underline 5, and remember our rounding triangle, 5 is on the right side. So that tells us to add 1 to our underlined digit. The numbers in the front stay the same, 3, 5. The 4, we're adding 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, and the numbers after our circle digit becomes a 0. Does that look like this? No. So it's not rounded to the nearest tens place. Okay? Okay, so we just rounded 3,545 to the nearest tens place, and that was not correct. So now we're going to take the same number, 3,545. Now we want to round it to our nearest hundred place, okay? The hundreds place, make sure you're using your place value setup that we already created. H is for 100, so using our wrap, find the place value 100, circle that digit 5, move to the right, underline. The 4 is going to tell us how to get, what to get for 5. So remember our rounding triangle, the 4 is on the left hand side. Any number 0 through 4, we're supposed to stay the same. So the 5 is going to stay the same. The numbers in front of our circled digit, 3, stays the same. The circled digit, the 4 told us to keep that the same as well. Any numbers after our circled digit turn into a 0. And we have 2 numbers, 2 digits after our circled number. So this is 3,500. Does that look like this? Yes. So what place value did we round to? We rounded to the nearest 100. Okay, pretty good. We're gonna do one more number, and this number is gonna be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna separate that. And then you all are gonna practice the same strategy on your online classroom. So our number, our original number, 572. 572 is our original number. When this number is rounded to what place value, we're going to figure out. We're going to get 570. So let's figure out which place value was 570 rounded to the nearest what place value. So remember, start with our original number, 572. 572. And we're going to label our place values. We have the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones. So let's start with the hundreds place. Start with the hundreds place. And on any type of assessments or any type of assignments you have, generally we won't be picking which place values to start with. You'll be given options, okay? So I don't want you all to think that you have to choose, you have to do it this way each time. You'll be given your place values and you have to choose which place value is the correct place value. So let's start with the hundreds place. Let's see, if we rounded 572 to the nearest 100, our wrap, find the place value 100, circle that digit 5, move to the right, underline the 7. What does the 7 tell us to do to the 5? The 7 is on the right hand side of our triangle, so we're going to add 1. And now we get it. 5 plus 1 equals 6. Any numbers after our circled digit becomes a 0. So 572 was our original number. Our new number looks like this, 570. Is that the same? No. So 572 rounded to the nearest 100 is not 570. Okay, now let's try 572 rounded to the nearest tens place. Find the place value, tens, right here. Circle that digit, 7. Move to the right. Underline the 2. Get it tells us to stay the same. 2 tells the 7 to remain the same. So 572 rounded to the nearest tens place is 570 because the 5 is in front of our circle digit. It remains the same. The 2 told us what to do to the 7, stay the same. And any digits after our circle digit becomes a 0. So does that, our new value, look the same? Correct. So what place value did we round to? We rounded to the nearest. Look at your place value. Which place value was circled? Tens. Okay? So now you all, I want you to practice this last number on your own, and then I'm going to reveal which correct place value it is. This number is a bigger number, but you can do it. I know you can. 14,675. Okay? And when you round 14,675 to a specific place value, your new number you're going to get is 15,000. Now I want you to take time and I want you to do this problem by yourself. Don't forget our strategies, our wrap, and our rounding triangle. And remember, take your time and believe in yourself. All right, you should have that by now. The correct answer was the nearest. Superhero mathematicians, you all should have gotten the nearest thousands. Okay, and I'm just gonna show you how you did that. If we round to the nearest thousand, find the place value. Here's my thousand, hundreds, tens, ones. Circle that digit, move to the right, underline, get it. The 6 tells me to add 1 to the 4, and this becomes 15. The 1 stays the same. 4 plus 1 is 5. Every number after it becomes a 0, and that's the same thing. You all did a great job today. I'll see you tomorrow, and don't forget, believe in yourself.